Hello and welcome. My name is Al Barrows, and this is UFO Disclosure, the podcast that's meant to show an average person's reaction to all the UFO, UAP news from everywhere and anywhere. Today, I'd like to relate something that I saw on Street of Silence. It involves one of the first experiencers to talk about the praying mantis or insectoid species of extraterrestrial. In 1963, Linda Porter had her first abduction. She remembered waking up to a blinding light and strange sounds. Somewhat confused, she sat up and was soon guided by a small gray alien into a larger room. There, she would encounter a terrifying 8-foot-tall being that looked like a praying mantis. According to Linda, the being was in charge and seemed very intelligent. The being knew how frightening it was to Linda, and it gave her the impression that it was old. And while gray aliens are typically associated with abduction cases with praying mantis aliens are much more rare. In 1988, at 45 years of age, Linda Porter finally reached out to Linda Moulton Howe, the journalist, regarding her experiences. Linda Moulton Howe would go on to document Linda Porter's abduction experiences in her book, Glimpses of Other Realities, High Strangeness. She would also go on to document the purpose behind these abductions. What Porter said about the extraterrestrials' goal in the abductions was the most frightening. According to Porter, the aliens were interested in the human soul. They had been studying it, but couldn't figure out what it was or where it went after a person died. Porter stated that she witnessed humans in suspended animation in 3 containers on the craft. The praying mantis beings seemingly were experimenting with these humans. Porter also alleges that she was part of the experiment as well. Porter also said that the praying mantis beings were interested in how humans live on Earth and how we're evolving. So Linda Porter has had a number of skeptics over the years who say that her stories are no more than the result of a vivid imagination and her obsession with science fiction movies. For example, in 1957, a popular monster movie named The Deadly Mantis was released. The movie plot involves a 200-foot praying mantis. It was released from the ice after a volcano explodes. Other movies, like Godzilla, had insect-like monsters as well. Some say all this led to a fear and somewhat fascination of insects, especially the strange praying mantis. And despite what critics say, many people do believe Linda Porter. Linda recorded detailed drawings over the years of her experience, and in addition, her experience happened way before the abduction phenomenon really occurred. Moreover, she was one of the first to document the praying mantis. Linda's case, and others like it, have led many to believe that there's some type of alien hierarchy. On the bottom are the small grays who handle most of the busy work. They are thought to be the least intelligent and disposable. Larger or taller grades are higher up on the food chain. Some believe Nordics are above them and sometimes even in charge. However, others think that the praying mantis aliens are at the very top. Okay, so while Linda Porter's claims and experiences might seem bizarre and outlandish to many of you, I thought her case was significant nonetheless because she was the first experiencer ever to document the insectoid or praying mantis extraterrestrial species. My name is Al Barrows. This has been UFO Disclosure. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks.